everyone. Today we are going to start making our clay pockets. So before your hands get dirty, you are going to take a piece of tape. I could help you if it's, sometimes it's a little bit tricky if they're old. And just rip off a little piece, just enough that you can cover up. Some of your bags might have other names on them, so you can just cover up if you have any names on there. And you're going to write your name, pretty big, and your art code. Then you're going to put these to the side. You're going to put your Sharpies back, your tape back, and then we're going to start making our slab. Now you're going to get a pretty big amount of clay because in order to get a nice big size for the back of our pocket, we need to have more clay than we actually need, because when we cut it out, we will have some extra clay left over. But if we don't have enough clay, if we get a little bit of a smaller amount, your background shape that you put the pocket on will be too small. So you're gonna get your clay, you're going to knead the clay. So if you see it's like split into different parts, you're gonna kind of push it forward so that we don't see any of that. So you kind of push your hands forward. And then once you feel like the clay is kneaded pretty well, you don't see any cracks or separation, then before we use the rolling pin, we're going to flip this over like a pancake a few times. Because if it's just like this, you can't roll on top of that. It's not gonna work. So the first thing you're gonna do after that is you're just gonna flip it over a few times and push down lightly. I don't want you doing this from high above. So now I have a pretty good size that I could start to roll on. Now the way we roll a nice even slab is we take our rolling pin. You're gonna wanna stand while you do this, and you're going to push forward or up, push down, and you're gonna use your body weight to do that. Then you're gonna take the clay and you're gonna flip it over. Now I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna roll up, roll down. And as you can see when I do that, the clay is starting to get thinner. Now I'm almost there. You don't want it to be any thinner than the width of your pinky. So I could probably roll it maybe 1 or 2 more times. Okay, so now it's probably a good size. Now you're gonna have the option of doing a circle like that where we can trace it, or cutting more of an oval shape. I wouldn't recommend doing a square. It's gonna be too small once we do our square. So it really would just be a rectangle or an oval. Some people wanted to cut hearts, but you have to make sure that it's big enough. So I'm just gonna show you 2 different ways to do the oval or the circle. So let's say I wanted a circle. I might flip it this way and just roll it 1 more time so it's a touch thinner. There we go. So now I'm gonna put this on top. Now when we're using this sharp tool, over here, we never wanna touch the tip of it. We wanna hold down if we're tracing something. And now I have extra clay here that I'll be able to put back in the bag, that I'll show you where that is. And then I'm gonna trace this side. And I should hear it kind of touch the mat. So if I wanted a circle, again, trim, make it a little bit neater. Now I have the shape for my circle for the back of the clay pocket. So what I would do is I would spray it once or twice. Make sure it goes on your tray. And then it's going to go inside the bag, just like that. Now I'm just gonna show you a different way of making a different shape. Over here is just one other option where instead of just curving the bottom, I cut off, just curving the top, I cut off the corners on the bottom so that I have more of an organic shape. And that can work too. So you do have some freedom with the shape you want. You just want to make sure that whatever shape you do, when you put it on your tray, carefully. You want to make sure that it takes up most of the space on the tray. If it's this big, it's too small, and I might have to give you more clay to start over again. Have fun.